Skyline, nowhere to go. Coffee getting colder, hand on the cup. You lean against me, quiet enough. Light on the railing, gold on your fur. Everything distant, everything blurred. No one is calling, no need to move. I can hear peace in the shape of this view. And for a minute I forget the noise, the racing hours, the missing voice. The heavy feeling I can never name melts in the warmth of this day. Let it be easy, let it be slow. Let all the pressure loosen and go. Here with the sunlight touching my skin. Here with your heartbeat soft as the wind. No need for answers, no need to prove anything more than this roof and this view. If the whole world keeps asking too much, I'll stay where the sun finds us. Cars in the distance, small from up here. All of their hurry disappears. You lift your head when the birds pass by, like you can read every line in the sky. I smile without even trying to. That's what your simple breathing can do. You turn an ordinary hour into a place with healing power. And for a minute I remember how to be inside the present now. To let the silence hold a shape without the need to escape. Let it be easy, let it be slow. Let all the pressure loosen and go. Here with the sunlight touching my skin. Here with your heartbeat soft as the wind. No need for answers, no need to prove anything more than this roof and this view. If the whole world keeps asking too much, I'll stay where the sun finds us. Maybe I don't need a perfect day. Maybe the stillness is enough to stay. Maybe the city can spin around while we keep building a little ground. A blanket, a breeze, your head on my knee. A sky so open it softens me. I used to think rest had to be earned. Now I just let this moment return. No countdown, no finish line, no late reply on my mind. Just this small piece I almost missed, and the warmth I'm living in. Let it be easy, let it be slow. Let all the pressure loosen and go. Here with the sunlight touching my skin. Here with your heartbeat soft as the wind. No need for answers, no need to prove anything more than this roof and this view. If the whole world keeps asking too much, I'll stay where the sun finds us. I know tomorrow has its own weight, its own sharp corners, its own fast pace. But right now none of that can get through. Not while the sky is as clear and blue. Not while your eyes meet mine this way. Like you were made for this quiet day. Like love can live in the smallest scene and still be more than enough for me. Let it be easy, let it be slow. Let all the pressure loosen and go. Here with the sunlight touching my skin. Here with your heartbeat soft as the wind. No need for answers, no need to prove anything more than this roof and this view. If the whole world keeps asking too much, I'll stay where the sun finds us. Sun on the rooftop, city below. Nothing to chase and nowhere to go. Just for a while, just for today. I found a softer way. Don't pull away from the afternoon. It's barely even started. The sky's wide and painted blue, and I'm still open-hearted. Your paws are warm against my leg. Your eyes are half asleep. The city sounds are far enough for quiet to run deep. There's nowhere I have to be that matters more than this to me. Stay here a little longer. Let the daylight wrap around us. No rush, no reason to move. Stay here a little longer. Let the soft breeze talk without us. There's nothing we have to prove. If this is all we do, Just breathe and watch the view, then maybe that's enough. Stay here a little longer. I used to fill each empty space with plans and restless motion, but now I watch the sunlight break in silver on the ocean. River lines and window light and clouds that drift so free. You look at me like all I need is already here with me. There's nowhere I have to run, not while we still have all this sun. Stay here a little longer, let the daylight wrap around us. No rush, no reason to move. Stay here a little longer, let the soft breeze talk without us. There's nothing we have to prove. If this is all we do, just breathe and watch the view, then maybe that's enough. Stay here a little longer. Maybe healing doesn't always come with thunder, tears, or warning. Maybe sometimes it arrives like this, in the middle of a morning. A lazy smile, a softened chest, a hand inside your fur. A world that finally quiets down, enough for truth to stir. And truth is simple when it lands. Peace can fit inside our hands. Stay here a little longer, let the daylight wrap around us. No rush, no reason to move. Stay here a little longer, let the soft breeze talk without us. There's nothing we have to prove. If this is all we do, just breathe and watch the view, and maybe that's enough. Stay here a little longer. I don't need a grand escape, don't need a road that leads away. I found a softer kind of freedom in an unremarkable day. You beside me, sky above, a little shade, a lot of love, and all the things that weighed me down can't seem to reach me now. Stay here a little longer, let the daylight wrap around us. No rush, no reason to move. Stay here a little longer, let the soft breeze talk without us. There's nothing we have to prove. If this is all we do, just breathe and watch the view, then maybe that's enough. Stay here a little longer, just a little longer, just until the light turns gold. Just a little longer, let this quiet hold. There's a blue sky between us, and nothing heavy now. No storm in the distance, no shadows coming down. You lean into my shoulder like you already know. Some days are meant for silence, some days are meant to slow. So I let the minutes open wide and leave my worries on the other side. Blue sky between us, soft light on your face. No fear in this moment, no need to be brave. Just love in the stillness, just air in the room. Just me and you breathing under all this blue. The rooftops hold their stories, the windows catch the sun. The bridge across the water feels like it leads to none. And somehow that's a comfort, no destination near, no pressure in the distance, no future to revere. I don't need the day to mean a thing, to let it settle gently in my skin. Blue sky between us, soft light on your face. No fear in this moment, no need to be brave. Just love in the stillness, just air in the room. Just me and you presence, finding its own place. Blue sky between us, soft light on your face. No fear in this moment, no need to be brave. Just love in the stillness, just air in the room. Just me and you breathing under all this blue. And when the days get loud again, and I forget this state I'm in, I'll think about your easy eyes, the rooftop edge, the open sky, the way the world looked far away, the way my chest unclenched that day, the kind of calm I didn't chase, but somehow still embraced. Blue sky between us, soft light on your face. No fear in this moment, no need to be brave. Just love in the stillness, just air in the room. Just me and you breathing under all this blue. Under all this blue, I found a gentler truth. Under all this blue, I came back to me too. The morning opened like a window wide, blue in the sky and gold on every side. A little breeze ran circles through my hair. You looked at me like peace was waiting there. We climbed the stairs with nowhere else to be, just you and me above the crowded street. The city moved but somehow felt so far, like every noise got softened by the stars. And I can feel it, the slightest leaning on my skin. I can hear it, a softer day is pulling me in. Sunlight on the rooftop, falling on your smile. Everything is easy, even for a while. We don't need a reason, we don't need a plan. Just this open morning, and your warm hand in my hand. I used to carry all my weather on, cloud in my chest and thunder in my thoughts. But here the edges blur and settle down. The heavy parts don't feel so heavy now. You laugh and all the silence turns to gold, a little brighter than the days before. And every heartbeat finds a cleaner line, like spring decided I should be alright. And I can feel it, this light is teaching me to breathe. I can hear it, a kind of rhythm under me. Sunlight on the rooftop, falling on your smile. Everything is easy, even for a while. We don't need a reason, we don't need a plan. Just this open morning, and your warm hand in my hand. Let the whole world hurry, let the hours run. We're above the noise now, talking to the sun. Little pieces healing, little fears let go. In this quiet daytime, I can feel my whole heart glow. If tomorrow turns uncertain, if the night comes back again, I will keep this little rooftop like a song inside my head. Blue above and city below, you beside me in the light. For a moment everything finally sits right. Sunlight on the rooftop, falling on your smile. Everything is easy, even for a while. We don't need a reason, we don't need a plan. Just this open morning, and your warm hand in sunlight on the rooftop, soft across the day. Clouds are moving lazy through the shine. You lean back and close your eyes a while, like the sky was made to match your smile. The wind keeps playing with your open sleeve, like it knows the things I still can't speak. And somehow all the words I meant to hide come alive in little ways beside you. I don't need a perfect sentence, I don't need a grand display. Every breath around you tells me this is how I want to stay. City breeze and you, that's enough for me. A little bit of sunlight, a little room to breathe. All the noise below us fades into a tune. I don't need the whole world when I've got this view in you. You point out the places you have been, tiny rooftops, windows, traffic lights. Every story lands so tenderly, like you're painting color into time. I have walked through days that felt too hard, held my heart too tightly in the dark. But with you the corners all unwind, and the afternoon grows soft and kind. I don't need a better answer, I don't need to chase the blue. Every second here is telling me the best part is simply you. City breeze and you, that's enough for me. A little bit of sunlight, a little room to breathe. All the noise below us fades into a tune. I don't need the whole world when I've got this view in you. Stay a little longer, let the city spin. We can watch the shadows start to move again. Nothing here is rushed now, nothing feels too soon. There is only daylight and this honest afternoon. If I lose my balance later, if the evening pulls too deep, I'll remember how your laughter moved so lightly through the breeze. How the ordinary skyline turned to something bright and new, just because the day was open. I got to stand with you. City breeze and you, that's enough for me. A little bit of sunlight, a little room to breathe. All the noise below us fades into a tune. I don't need the whole world when I've got this view in you. City breeze and you, soft and clear and true. A better kind of silence, a brighter point of view. If tomorrow asks me what got me through, I'll say it was the daylight and the city breeze and you. I was running circles in my mind, same old thoughts in different shades of gray. Then you pulled me up into the light, and the whole sky opened like a page. There are little echoes from below, people moving fast and talking loud. But up here the world becomes a blur, and my heart steps gently out of crowds. You say nothing for a moment, like a calm between two heartbeats is where I was meant to be. Above the afternoon, the air is clean and bright. Everything I carry feels smaller in this light. No need to make it bigger, no need to force it through. The day feels kind and open above the afternoon with you. The rooftop wall is warm beneath my hand. Spring is riding gold across the floor, and every second stretches sweet and slow, like we both been here in dreams before. You turn and point toward a distant hill. I turn and find my whole world in your face. Funny how the city keeps on moving while time decides to soften in this place. You say maybe life gets easier when we stop out running. Maybe peace is not a far thing. Maybe peace is just this room. Above the afternoon, the air is clean and bright. Everything I carry feels smaller in this light. No need to make it bigger, no need to force it through. The day feels kind and open above the afternoon with you. Let the phones keep ringing, let the roads stay full. We can keep this silence beautiful and simple. No dramatic ending, no impossible truth. Only sky and breathing and a little more of you. If the evening finds me tired, if the night comes back too soon, I will keep this small reminder like a melody in bloom. There are places made for healing, there are people made for light. And for one bright afternoon, I think I found them both in sight. Above the afternoon, the air is clean and bright. Everything I carry feels smaller in this light. No need to make it bigger, no need to force it through. The day feels kind and open above the afternoon with you. Above the afternoon, I finally understood. Peace can feel so gentle and still be very good. Not loud, not complicated, not something to pursue. Sometimes it just arrives above the afternoon with you. You threw your head back in the sun like the whole day had just begun, and every shadow left the ground the second that I heard that sound. A laugh that rings so clear and light, it turns the noon to something bright. The city answers far below, but all I hear is your hello. I don't know what tomorrow holds, I only know this warmth and gold, and how the world grows softer when you laugh and let the light come in. Laughing in the blue sky, nothing feels too far. Every little heartbeat starts to shine like stars. If the day was heavy, if the road was long, your laugh can turn the rooftop into my favorite song. We brought no answers up the stairs, no perfect plans, no polished prayers, just empty hands and easy shoes. A little sun, a little truth, and now the breeze is in your hair like spring itself is standing there. I smile before I even know, the joy already starts to grow. Maybe peace is not a silence, maybe peace can sing out loud. Maybe healing looks like sunlight dancing softly over crowds. Laughing in the blue sky, nothing feels too far. Every little heartbeat starts to shine like stars. The day was heavy, flowers could grow this high in little cracks beneath the sky. Who knew a rooftop made of stone could feel so much like coming home? The rails are warm, the paint is worn, the city hums a distant storm, but something here is new and green, like spring has touched the in-between. I used to think that healing happened far away in quieter scenes, but now I see it can arrive on concrete touched by tender things. Spring on the concrete, soft against the gray. Life can bloom in places no one thought to save. Maybe I'm still learning, maybe that's okay. There is spring on the concrete and hope in the day. You drew a heart in dusty light, then laughed before it dried away. Such a small and simple thing, still it changed the shape of day. I watched the wind move through your hair like music no one else could hear, and for a second all my fear got lighter than the air up here. The world below keeps rushing onward, counting hours, missing signs, but I am finding something kinder in your pause beside mine. Spring on the concrete, soft against the gray. Life can bloom in places no one thought to save. Maybe I'm still learning, maybe that's okay. There is spring on the concrete and hope in the day. Let me keep this picture, blue above our heads, sun upon the rooftop, warmth in what you said. No need for perfection, no need to explain how little rooftop can make a heart awake. Maybe all along I was waiting for proof that broken looking places can still tell the truth, that tired looking people can still start again, that one bright afternoon can change the shape of pain. Spring on the concrete, soft against the gray. Life can bloom in places no one thought to say. Maybe I'm still learning, maybe that's okay. There is spring on the concrete and hope in the day. Spring on the concrete, growing through the seams, quiet little answer to a year of heavy dreams. And if I ever lose it, I'll remember what you gave. A rooftop full of sunlight and a heart that chose to stay. You leaned against the rail and smiled like you've been mine a little while. Not in a loud forever way, just in the sunlight of the day. The skyline stretched from left to right, 1,000 windows full of light, but all the city faded small the moment that you looked at all the things I hide, the things I keep, the places in my chest that never sleep. And somehow you made room for all of me without asking me to be anything. This is that skyline kind of love, easy as the air above, soft enough to calm me down, strong enough to hold me now. No grand words and no big rush, just this rooftop and this trust. Maybe this is more than enough. This is that skyline kind of love. You took my coffee from my hand and spun one slow and laughed again. The breeze kept pulling at your sleeve and I forgot what used to hurt me. I like the way the moon sits still, I like the way this feels so real. Not like a dream that slips away, more like a truth that came to stay. And when you speak, the day gets clear, like all the colors wanted to be here. A little bright, a little that skyline kind of love, easy as the air above, soft enough to calm me down, strong enough to hold me now. No grand words and no big rush, just this rooftop and this trust. Maybe this is more than enough. This is that skyline kind of love. Stay here till the sunlight shifts, till the city changes skin, till the shadows climb the walls and evening starts to wander in. We don't have to promise everything, we just have to feel what's true. And right now the whole white city feels like it was made for you. If the world goes sharp tomorrow, if the hours lose their grace, I will keep this rooftop rhythm and the light upon your face. There are loves that shake the ground, there are loves that burn too hard, and there are loves that simply heal like daylight under open stars. This is that skyline kind of love, easy as the air above, soft enough to calm me down, strong enough to hold me now. No grand words and no big rush, just this rooftop and this trust. Maybe this is more than enough. This is that skyline kind of love, skyline kind of love, warm and clear and true. Not a storm, not a fire, just a better view. And if I ever lose my way, I know what I'll think of. Blue sky, rooftop light, and that skyline kind of love. Your little paws run circles near, a blur of joy and sunlight here. You chase the wind, then turn around, like happiness just learn to bounce. We sit beside the rooftop wall and watch your tiny shadow fall across the warm and sleepy stone, as if this place was always home. You look at us with shining eyes, like every day is a surprise. And somehow in your simple way, you teach my heart to love the day. Dog your daylight, running through the noon, little pause and laughter under skies of blue. All the hard and heavy melts a little too, in this dog your daylight spent right here with you. You lean against my leg to rest, a little heartbeat in my chest. The city hums beyond the rails, but peace is here in wagging tails. You don't ask where the hurt has been, you don't care what shape I'm in. You only know the sun is warm and love can fit in every form. I think we all need something honest, something small and full of grace, a quiet kind of steady joy that brings the light back to a face. Dog your daylight, running through the noon, little pause and laughter under skies of blue. All the hard and heavy melts a little too, in this dog your daylight spent right here with you. Spin around, come closer, rest your head and stay. Every little movement brightens up the day. If the world gets colder, if the week turns cruel, I'll think of rooftop sun and the way you pull me through. Maybe love looks simple, maybe that's the art. Warm nose, open sky, and a less guarded heart. Not everything that heals us comes with grander truth. Sometimes it has four small paws and a way of loving you. Dog your daylight, running through the noon, little pause and laughter under skies of blue. All the hard and heavy melts a little too, this dog your daylight spent right here with you. over Seoul today, moving through the light, turning all the distant glass into silver white. Somewhere down below us, everybody's late, but up here the hours move at a kinder pace. I can smell the afternoon, dust and flowers mixed. I can hear your quiet breath in these easy little shifts, and the way you stand beside me makes the skyline lose its weight. Like the city is still busy, but my heart no longer breaks. Warm wind over Seoul, carry all my fears. Lift them from my shoulders, scatter them from here. Leave me only sunlight, leave me only truth. Warm wind over Seoul, and this rooftop view. There were weeks I wore my worries like a coat I couldn't lose. There were nights I kept on turning inside rooms of darker blue. Then you brought me to this rooftop, told me just to feel the day, and for once I stopped resisting and the noise began to fade. Every tower in the distance looks a little less severe when your voice is in the middle, making everything more clear. Not by solving every problem, not by changing every rule, just by standing in the daylight like a gentler kind of proof. Warm wind over Seoul, carry all my fears. Lift them from my shoulders, scatter them from here. Leave me only sunlight, leave me only truth. Warm wind over Seoul, and this rooftop view. Let the traffic keep rising, let the crosswalks fill, let the trains move under us and the whole wide city thrill. We are not against it, we just found a room made of open weather and a little extra bloom. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if my thoughts grow hard again, I will hear this warm wind passing softly through my head. I will see the noon on railings, I will see the endless blue, and the shape of peace returning with the same familiar view. Warm wind over Seoul, carry all my fears. Lift them from my shoulders, scatter them from here. Leave me only sunlight, leave me only truth. Warm wind over Seoul, and this rooftop view. Warm wind over Seoul. Stay a little while, touch the edge of sadness, turn it into light. I don't need forever, I just need this proof. Warm wind over Seoul, and this rooftop view. No fireworks, no midnight scene, no movie line, no limousine, just side by side in springtime light, and somehow everything feels right. Your shoulder almost touching mine, the sun moving slow across the line, between the buildings through the air, like every good thing gathered there. I used to think that love should run today in quiet bloom, side by side in spring. That's all I really need. A little open sky, a little room to breathe. No need for heavy words, no need for anything. Life feels soft and certain, side by side in spring. You hand me half your drink and smile. We watch the pigeons for a while, a silly little rooftop scene that somehow feels like everything. Maybe all the strongest moments don't arrive with shaking ground. Maybe they come dressed in daylight and a simple honest sound. When you say my name it settles like a song inside my chest. Not too loud and not too fragile, just enough to let me rest. Side by side in spring, that's all I really need. A little open sky, a little room to breathe. No need for heavy words, no need for anything. Life feels soft and certain, side by side in spring. Stay through all the shifting weather, stay through all the changing views. If the city goes too restless, I will still find calm in you. Not because the world stopped turning, not because the pain all left, but because this little moment taught my heart a softer step. I have chased so many answers, I have carried too much weight. But the day I stood beside you, something small began to change. And the blue above the rooftop and the warmth against my skin made me think that maybe healing is just letting someone in. Side by side in spring, that's all I really need. A little open sky, a little room to breathe. No need for heavy words, no need for anything. Life feels soft and certain, side by side in spring. Side by side in spring, under city blue. A better kind of silence, a better point of view. If somebody asks me what brought me back again, I'll say it was the daylight and your hand close to my hand. We didn't plan to stay this long. The day just kept on pulling us. One more laugh, one more slow song, one more look across the hush. The sun leaned low but still was warm, a softer gold on every wall. The city glittered underneath like it had something kind to say to us all. There are seasons in a heartbeat, there are changes in a glance. And today I feel a doorway opening where I once collapsed. Rooftop hearts in bloom, under afternoon. Not too fast, not too soon, just enough to color the room. After every colder truth, after every shade of blue, there are rooftop hearts in bloom, and mine is leaning into you. I can feel the guardrails loosening inside the places I keep closed. You don't push, you never force it, you just make the safe part grow. The breeze is carrying voices up fragments from the avenue, but above the rushing movement, all I really hear is you. this is what I waited for. Not a rescue, not a storm, just a hand beside my own as the daylight changed its form. Maybe love is not a headline, maybe hope is not dramatic, maybe healing can be quiet, warm and slow and automatic. If I lose this feeling later, I will still know what is true. There was once a rooftop glowing and a heart that started new. There was once a sky so open and a city soft with room, and there was love beginning gently, like a flower into bloom. Rooftop hearts in bloom, under afternoon, not too fast, not too soon, just enough to color the room. After every colder truth, after every shade of blue, there are rooftop hearts in bloom, and mine is leaning into you. Rooftop hearts in bloom, gold across the view, a quiet kind of miracle that doesn't ask for proof. I don't need forever, I just need this tune, this rooftop and this daylight, and our hearts in bloom. The blue is slowly turning gold, the shadows stretching long and low. We said we'd leave an hour ago, but neither one of us has moved. Your hand is resting on the rail, the wind is softer than before. The city underneath us glows like somebody opened every door. I wish this day could keep unfolding without ending, without haste. But maybe beauty lives inside the way the light begins to change. Stay until sunset starts, stay through the shifting sky, stay while the daylight lingers soft in your eyes. We don't have to chase the dark, we don't have to run apart. Stay a little longer, stay until sunset starts. All day long the world felt young, bright and easy, full of air. Now the warmth grows deep and slow, like a thought we're meant to share. I can hear the evening forming in the windows far below. Still your smile keeps something morning alive inside the afterglow. Maybe every good thing teaches how to hold and how to part. Maybe every golden ending writes its name upon the heart. Stay until sunset starts, stay through the shifting sky, stay while the daylight lingers soft in your eyes. We don't have to chase the dark, we don't have to run apart. Stay a little longer, stay until sunset starts. Let the first lights wake up in the streets beneath, let the rooftops darken, let the cool wind breathe. We can keep this hour tucked beneath the skin, like a gentle promise we can step back in. If tomorrow comes in pieces, if the week turns wild again, I will think about this rooftop and the the calm inside your hands. How the blue became a gold song, how the gold became a spark. How you stayed beside me smiling at the edge of coming dark. Stay until sunset starts. Stay through the shifting sky. Stay while the daylight lingers soft in your eyes. We don't have to chase the dark. We don't have to run apart. We don't have to stay a little longer. Stay until sunset starts. Stay until sunset. Still the city shines anew. The light must go. Let it leave me this view. The sky that changed so slowly. A heart that opened wide. And you there in the golden hour, still standing by my side. If this were the last song of the day, I'd still want it to feel this way. Open sky and a heart made light. A city glowing into night. We came up here with ordinary hands. No grand design, no bigger plan. And somehow all the hours turned into a place I want to learn how to keep inside me, how to carry through when the week gets louder, when the gray comes through. Give me one more bright day, one more sky like this, one more rooftop heartbeat, one more easy kiss, one more wind between us, one more shade of blue. If I have one more bright day, let me spend it here with you. I know every season has to shift. Warm things fade and mornings slip, but some moments never really go. They live beneath the skin and glow. So let this song remember for me the rail, the sun, the honest breeze, the little dog asleep nearby, the soft gold leaning from the sky. Let it keep your laughter, let it keep your face, let it hold the silence of this steady place. Give me one more bright day, one more sky like this, one more rooftop heartbeat, one more easy kiss, one more wind between us, one more shade of blue. If I have one more bright day, let me spend it here with you. And when the colder weather finds its way again, when the city hardens under winter's skin, I will play this memory like a trusted tune, and the rooftop will return to me an afternoon bloom. I have spent too many hours asking life for proof. Now I think the answer looks a little like this view. Not a loud conclusion, not a perfect truth, just one season of becoming in the light with you. Give me one more bright day, one more sky like this, one more rooftop heartbeat, one more easy kiss, one more wind between day, one bright rooftop, and a springtime day with you.